we have started our main sessions, but we'll also have something called backup session. Okay, we'll have something called backup session where you will be where we will discuss right from the scratch. We'll cover right from what is Salesforce and everything. So in the backup session I'm talking about. Okay, so no need to worry. So if it is your first day or whatever, if you have been earlier or if you missed any session in between, no issues. We'll cover everything in the backup sessions. Okay, we'll cover everything in the backup session. Now, my name is Faisal. My name is Faisal Khan, and I'm going to be the presenter for this batch. Fine. Fine. Just to the new people who are not aware, every day we're gonna start with the quiz. Every day we're gonna start with the quiz, and soon after we are done with the quiz, we'll start the main sessions. This quiz is to revise the previous topics, right? Uh, yes, online people, please start. Share this link in the chat box. Please start. And meanwhile, I'll have a chat with the new people, new joinees. The previous people, please start the test. Yes. So we just started. We just started the main session 2 days back. I believe, like properly from Monday yesterday. So no need to worry. We'll cover everything in the backup sessions, and these are the few things that happen right from the demos to yesterday's sessions. Okay, these are the things happen right from the demos to this yesterday's session. Fine. Right. I'll put this here. Yes, I'm pasting it again. Please start taking the test. Let's have the quiz first, and then we'll get to know where we are standing. So yesterday we have seen something about the objects. Now we'll also see the limitations of an object. Okay. And for the new joinees, let me tell you what is Salesforce first. Salesforce is a company, brothers. Salesforce is a company, okay, who developed a cloud-based CRM tool called Salesforce itself. Okay. Salesforce is a company who developed a cloud-based CRM tool called Salesforce itself. Okay. Now, why are we saying it's a cloud-based technology? Because you don't need to install any software in your system. Okay, you don't have to install any software in your system. Okay, with the help of a browser and an internet connectivity, you can use your application, you can use your software. Okay, one, say similar to your Gmail. Okay, similar to your Gmail or similar to your Facebook or any particular Twitter, if you can say, Twitter with the help of browser. Okay, with the help of a browser and the internet, you are able to access the Twitter and the Facebook, right? So similarly, Salesforce is a kind of cloud-based technology. With the help of a browser and the internet, you can able to access Salesforce. Okay, right. Now, it also provide you the data storage, like your Gmail. If you see your Gmail, you'll get around 15 GB of free data. Sorry, 15 GB of free data storage, right? Now that storage is not on your system, right? It's not at all in your system. It's on somewhere else. It's on a random location. Kind of similarly, here also we have storage which is on a random location, okay, which is not on your system, right? That's why we call it a cloud. Okay, That's why we call it a cloud. It's provide you to do storage, store your data. It's provide you to do with the applications, It provide you a software and it provide you the data storage as well. Okay, that's why we call it a cloud-based technology. Now, what does it mean by CRM? Generally, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Okay, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. So, using Salesforce, people can not people exactly, but a company can store the data of their customers and help their customer solving their problems. A company who's selling the data, selling some products. Okay, now if their customer is facing any issue in their product, they will come to Salesforce and ask to provide services to the Salesforce. Okay, generally, for example, general example, if you take a Honda showroom, let's say you purchased one Activa or one particular bike. Let's say you purchase one Activa or one any particular vehicle. Okay, and after a period, you are facing some issues. Okay, let's say you after a certain after 3 months or so, you are facing some issue. Now, if you're facing some issues, you will go back to Honda and you will lodge your complaints, right? So depending on the complaints, they will try to improve their product. They will try to improve their products. Okay. So from next version, they will no, they will do some research and they will come up with a good product, better product than the previous one. So Salesforce will help rectifying such problems. Salesforce help company to rectify such problems and how and suggest the way to work on the problems. Right. Right. I got 2 responses. Average is 4.5. Great. 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 Who all submitted? Rajesh. Right. Coming to Salesforce again. What is Salesforce? It's a cloud. It's a company who developed a cloud-based CRM tool called Salesforce itself. Right. Why are we calling it a cloud? Because you'll get software in cloud, you'll get data storage in cloud, and you can modify the data in a cloud. Cloud in the sense, with the help of a browser and the internet connectivity, you can access the features. Okay. We'll discuss everything in the backup session for the new joinees. Anyways, we'll do is in the backup session. We have the backup session and we'll work right from the scratch from the in the backup session. But as if now I got 4 responses. Average is 5. Great. Average is 5 out of 6 points. Great. Rohini, Krishi submitted, and the rest people, please do submit as soon as possible. Done. Let's see. Let's check. So what is first question was, what is the purpose of account object? What is the purpose of account object? Stores company's data. Perfect answer. What is the purpose of case object? Stores company data. No, actually, we store the problems data. We store the problems data. Name 6 standard objects. I ask you people to go through the objects, right? Yesterday. So no answer from Rishi, from Shravani, account, case, opportunity, order, charter, group, perfect. Rohini, right. Rishi's right. Dashboard, chatter, and etc. Right. Perfect. So here tab represent an what is an tab? Tab represent an object. Perfect. Tab represent an object. Okay. It doesn't have to deal with the browser. Okay. It don't have to deal with the browser. So no browser. No. Object. Bale vachne answers. Browser the object. Browser the object. Right. Right. Next was what are the data types of object? Rajesh missed text and auto number. Right. Perfect. Perfect. Auto number. Right. I don't need to give permission for an object. Right. We don't give permission to an object. We give permission to tabs. Perfect. We just create an object until unless we create a tab for it, we cannot use the object. Right. Until unless we create a tab for it, we cannot use the object. So we give permissions to the tab. Maybe up. Right. False. I don't need to give permission for a tab. False. Right. I can give tab permissions from profiles. Yes, right. We have seen yesterday, we have given permissions from profiles. What are the objects permissions we give from profile? Nice. Edit, delete. But we also give read and create. Okay. We give, ఇది భలే ఉంది ఎవరు అసలు అందుకే నవ్వుతున్నావు కదా రైట్ we give read, create, edit, delete permissions from object from profile to the object. Okay, like nice. Read, modify all and view all also, but that's different. We'll talk about that. Okay, we'll talk about modify and view all in the security concept. When it comes, we'll talk. Okay, what difference between custom and standard object? Custom object can be deleted and standard objects cannot be deleted. Perfect. Right? Nice. Custom objects are right created by user or developer, where standard provided by Salesforce itself. Right? Perfect. Standard objects we cannot edit and delete. Right. Done. Right, perfect. Gopi submitted. Right. Sai Kumar, done. Right. So got total 7 responses and 4.8 out of 6 is actually a good number. So just to avoid the confusion, we don't give permission to a object, we give permission to a tabs. Okay. Right. Which permission I was talking about? I'm talking about the visibility permission. అంటే నాకు ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కనిపించాలి అంటే దానికి ఒక ట్యాబ్ క్రియేట్ చేయడం పక్కా మ్యాండేటరీగా ట్యాబ్ క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సిందే. ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని నేను యూజ్ చేయాలంటే రైట్. ఆ ట్యాబ్ ని మనం వాడాలి అంటే ఆ ట్యాబ్ కనిపించాలి కదా మనం ఫస్ట్. Right, we should be able to see the tab first. Right, that kind of permission we specify in profile as well as while creating the tabs. Right, done. Right, let's see. Just to give an overview, I just want to know how many of you are done with the task. How many of you are done with the task? Done? Rohini? Huh? First one చేయలేదు. Second one అయితే అయింది. Right? Gopi? Online people, Krishi and all, are we done with the task? That Anyways, people. Anyways, the new joinees or the people who need backup session will have backup session, and there you will get the same task and the same notes. Anyways, okay, we'll do everything in the backup session. No need to worry about that. Okay, we'll probably have the backup session soon from tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We'll try to uh, do the backup session as soon as possible. Okay. Now, now let me log in. Log into Salesforce. Log into Salesforce. They are two interfaces of Salesforce, right? There are two interfaces of Salesforce. One is classic, another one is lightning. But again, there are two faces. One is UI, another one is your force.com, right? On what phase I am in? In which phase I am in? In a UI or in a force.com? Force.com. Because this setup indicates your force.com, right? Now, to go to UI, what should I do? To go to UI, what should I do? I simply needs to open one app, right? I simply needs to open one app, right? Online people don't need to worry. Like the new joinees will have everything covered in the backup session. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, right? Yesterday we have created few custom objects, right? Yesterday we have created few custom objects. If I go to the object, okay, in Lightning version, I'm into setup, right? In Lightning version, I'm into setup. To create an object in Lightning version, you have to go to Object Manager first. Okay. Yesterday we have seen that in the classic version, right? Now we'll see something in the Lightning version. Okay. Here you have to go to Object Manager, create, right? You have create button, custom object, create and the custom object. Now from here onwards, everything is same. Like yesterday, we have seen how the page was look like. The same page you will get it here, right? Now the thing is, if you see, there are 153 plus items, and there are 153 plus objects, right? Ikkada 153 objects ఉన్నాయి 153 plus objects ఉన్నాయి, right? ఇందులో నాకు ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది స్టాండర్డ్ ఏది కస్టమ్ ఏది అని? ఇందులో నాకు ఎలా
type
టైప్ అయితే ఉంది, రైట్? Now if I search for something called transaction, okay, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, there are two objects that I am getting, right? There are two objects that I am getting. See, first one is finance transaction, second one is transaction, right? In this type, anyways, it will indicate, right, what is the standard and which one is the custom. But now every custom object will have underscore C. Every custom object will have underscore C. That is for sure they will have. Okay, for sure it will have underscore C. Even if you see the payments, right? We have created payments. See here. There is already a payment object called payment, right? Which is your standard object, right? I have created another payment, but that's your custom object, and this custom object is having underscore C. This is what we call append. Okay, we are it will append underscore C to the custom object. Okay, it will append underscore C to the custom object. If you see here, right? You see here, study sheet. right? Yesterday we discussed about this sheet, right? This is your object, this is your another object, and this is your another object. Okay, another object, right? Here you have something, a column, right? This is your header. Okay, this is kind of your header. Let's imagine this is your header. Okay, and it is storing one value, right? It is storing one value, right? Now this value is what we call it a field. Okay, we will use fields to store a value. Okay, we use fields to store one value. Okay, if you see here, let me open one standard object. Let's say account. Okay, these are your records, right? These are your records, right? When I click on new, this is what field. Okay, this is account name field. Okay, this is your rating field. This is your website field. Okay, this is your account site field. Okay, this field stores individual data. You know, this field store individual data. For example, if you say account name, it stores something called text, right? ఇది ఒక టెక్స్ట్ స్టోర్ చేస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ ఫోన్ నంబర్ స్టోర్ చేస్తుంది, రైట్? This is this and this same? No, right? Is this rating and this account name same? No, right? It already contains some value, right? Already contains some values. For example, if I click on hot, it is of hot value, right? If I write this number is a value. Okay, this number is a value in a field called phone. Okay, let's say here .faisal.com. This is again a value, right? This is again a value in a field called website, right? Are we clear? Right? Now here, if you see, let's go to our custom objects. We stored it in institute, right? Institute lightning. Let's go. Payment and transactions are the custom objects, right? Now, right. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, నిన్న మనం ఏమేమి కొన్నాం? ఒక పాల్ ప్యాకెట్ కొన్నాం, ఒక బిస్కెట్ ప్యాకెట్ కొన్నాం, right? Yesterday we bought one biscuit packet and one milk packet, right? Now if you open this, is there any amount specified? అది ఎంత కొన్నామని ఉందా? రైట్? కొంటే ఏదో పైసలే తీస్తాం కదా, రైట్? ఒకట్లో రావు కదా. సో ఇక్కడ it also need to store amount, right? It also need to store the amount, right? So we have to create what field? Perfect. Amount field, right? We have to create one amount field. Right? Now, this is what we are doing, right? We are creating in what object? Transaction object. So I'll go to setup. Okay, let me navigate. Okay. See, there is one way. Clicking on setup. Okay. Clicking on setup. Going to the object manager. Okay. Going to the object manager. From here, I need to search the object. Transaction. Okay. From here, I need to search the object transaction. Okay. Here, I have something called fields and relationship. Okay. Fields and relationship. I need to see here already there are few fields like transaction name. Okay. You can see here, we already have a field called transaction name. Okay. I need to create a field called amount, right? I'll simply click on new and I will create the field. I'll simply click on new and I will create the field. Okay. Now, if you see this very closely, in the panchayat undi kada ippudu setup ki ellali, akkad nunchi object manager ki ellali, object ni vetkali, open cheyali, new మీద click cheyali, right? You have to go to setup, object manager, search for the object and click on the object, then click on new, right? Now here, instead of doing that, we have another shortcut called edit object. Okay, we have a shortcut called edit object. Simply click on it, you will navigate to the object directly. Okay, you will navigate it to the object directly, right? Here you are into transaction object. Fields and relationship. All you need to do is click on new. Okay, now let's see the same in the classic version. Now let's see. Now let's see the same in the classic version. I'm into institute. Right. Here the object is transaction, right? Click on transaction. Click on transaction. Now the shortcut here is, you can see this arrow, right? You can see this arrow, right? Click on this arrow. This is your, yes, this is your post.com, right? Sure, post.com. Here, from here, you can directly go to view fields. Okay, or else you can click on this new. There you will lead to a new page where you can create the new field. Okay, here, simple, go to the object first. Okay, go to the object first, click on this post.com and click on view fields. Okay, right. Now here you have the custom fields and relationship. Custom fields and relationship, right? Now, if you see, now let's create a field. Okay, now let's create a field. What field we thought of creating? A field create చేద్దాం అనుకున్నాం మనం amount, right? Right. ఇక్కడ చూడండి. Now, you people please observe right from here this checkbox. Okay, remaining part will get to know tomorrow. Okay, remaining part will get to know tomorrow, but as of now, check from the checkbox. Okay, observe everything right from the checkbox. Okay, let's say here, you know, we just discussed in accounts, there are no two fields or of same kind of fields, right? See here, this is different, and this is different. You can see an icon here, right? This again, if you scroll down, we have something called date. Okay, if I click on it, I'm getting one calendar, right? See here, if I click on this, am I getting any calendar? No, right? So each field is different from one another, right? Now these are categorized on base of the data that they want to store. Okay, these are differentiated. These are differentiated with the type of data we want to store. As of now, we want to store the amount data, right? As of now, we want to store the amount data. Now you people see this data. You know, these all are known as data types. These all are known as data types. Okay, you people see this and suggest me which data type I should take.
Currency.
Sorry?
The currency data type.
Oh, nice. Offline people. Online వాళ్ళకి కూడా వినిపియాలా గట్టిగా. Right. So we have something called currency, right? అది ఇక్కడనే కింద నంబర్ కూడా ఉంది, రైట్? అమౌంట్ అనేది నంబర్ లో కూడా రాస్తాం కదా, రైట్? బట్ ఈడేంటి మళ్ళీ కరెన్సీ అని ఇచ్చాడు, రైట్? We'll see the differences. Okay, what is the difference? As of now, let's create amount with currency. Okay, we'll also create something with the number too. Okay, let's say currency. Next. Okay, what is the field that we want to create? Amount, right?
Amount.
The name will be perfect. Name will be amount. Okay, length you can specify number of digits to the left of the decimal point. Ante, let's say this is your number. Okay. What is the decimal here? This, right? So here the length is the number before left of your decimal. Okay. Left of your decimal. Right. So if you see this, where is it? Right. So Mari 18 digits pal packet at the right? 18 digits number. So let's say about 8 digits. Put it. Okay. Right. Here, field name is amount. Okay. If you see below, there is something called required. Right? Required. Now I'll tell you. See this very closely. See these fields very closely. You know what does it mean by required? What does it mean by required? Necessary, right? It's mandatory, right? You have to fill that mandatorily, right? Here, mandatory and a color to mention just red color, right? Red color, right? Now you see here and you tell me which of these can be mandatory. Perfect. Here, account name is mandatory, right? If I don't enter this name, and click on save, see what happens. It shows the enter, right? This is what it do. This is what this button do. If I check on it, this amount field will become mandatory like your account name. Okay. The amount and a field mandatorily enter చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది ఒకసారి సేవ్ అయిపోతుంది right. Next. Okay. Next. See here, again we fall into what permissions? Profiles. Okay. Profile and a set of permissions and maatladutunnam, right? Profile is a set of permissions we discussed, right? Now here, everything you do is related to profile. Okay. Everything you do is related to profile. What kind of permissions again? Field level permissions. Okay. We saw app level permission. We saw object permission. Sorry. We saw tab permissions, right? Now we are seeing the field permission, right? But again, we have something called object level. That is your create, read, write, right? Delete. Right. Next. Save and new. Let's save and new. Let's see here. Let's go to the transaction. Okay. Let's go to the transaction and click on new. I got two fields, right? I got two fields now. One is transaction name, transaction amount, right? But I also need quantity, right? Quantity, right? I also need quantity, right? So here, let's say I want to create a field called quantity, right? Now you people suggest me what should I take? Quantity will be in numbers, right? Quantity will be in numbers, right? Here we'll take the number. Next field name is okay. Quantity rasana, quality rasana. Quantity. Right. Here also we have something called required. Let's not do it required, and we'll discuss about these things in the upcoming session. Okay. Next. Right. Now you people observe one thing. Earlier, manam amount create chestinappudu, when we were creating amount, we don't have this access to specify. You know, everything were checked. Okay. Now if I go back, see now, if I go back and make it required, okay, make it required and click on next, see what's happening. Now also everything is checked, right? Let me go back and just remove the required button. Okay. Now it is not mandatory. Next. It is not checked. right? This is because if something is mandatory, Salesforce says if something is mandatory, it has to visible to all the profile. Okay. ఏదైనా mandatory ఉంటే అది అన్ని profiles కి కనిపించాలి. Okay. If something is mandatory, it has to be visible to each and every profile. Okay. Now, as of now, I'm giving permission to every profile. Okay. Next. 7. Let me go back. Let me go back to transaction. Let me refresh the page. I got something called quantity, right? Now let me create one record. Let me create one record. ఏం కొంటారు ఇప్పుడు మీరు? ఏదో తోచింది వేసేసిన. Okay, let's say of amount 700 you are buying. Okay, quantity let's say ఎంత కొంటారండి? 5 kg అనుకుందాం. అది okay, let's just save. Okay, now you see the difference. Don't see the name, just see the amount and quantity, right? Here if you see amount, it is representing with rupees symbol, right? Now quantity is not having any symbol, right? If I edit this, even if I edit this, and now let's say it is of 70,000 and say, okay. Now what's happening? See, it is also right? It's also putting differentiating with the commas, right? Now this is the difference between currency and amount. Okay, sorry. Currency and the number. Currency and the number, right? Even if I give it 5,000 quantity, let's say even if I give it 50,000 save, it will still look like a number. Okay, it won't give you the symbol. Okay, it's simply like your number, right? Now ఇంకేమేం కావాలండి? If you are making some transaction, what are the things, what are the details you see? Sorry, more of payment. We had the amount, right? And what is related to payment? You need to know when you are doing the transaction, right? You need to know when you are doing the transaction, right? For example, if I am buying something, I need to know when when and what time I'm buying the product, right? That's why we have something called date. Okay, if you want to capture the time also, date and time, both. Okay, let me show you the date first. Next, here field name is transaction date. Transaction date, is that visible? Transaction date. Okay, now I'm not making it required. Okay, next, and let me save and new now. Okay, now not just save, since we are creating more fields, save and new. Okay, now if I refresh, if I go to transaction, let me go to the transaction, click on new. Okay, now you have the date as well. Okay, now you have the date. Okay, right. Now see this, what is this? What is this here? Not an example, but today's date. Okay, Salesforce providing you the flexibility, like easy enter the data. If I click on it, it will enter today's data. Okay, if someone is making the transaction today, they don't need to again click and put the values, right? Otherwise, see here, if I click on it, I'm getting one calendar. right? If I click on it, I'm getting one calendar, right? From here, I can select any one date. Clear? Now let's see. Inka aim gaval. What all the things we need to know? Date and time. Anyways, they both look same. See if here. Date and time next. Transaction, date and time. Okay. Transaction, date and time. Now simply click your arrow here. It will be copied. Okay. Now I'm just saving. Next save. Revenue. Okay. If you go to transaction again, refresh the page. We got the date and time. Date and time. Right. Now here if you see, we have something called email. Okay. Right. Now let's say I want to capture customer's email ID. Okay. I want to capture customer email ID. Here I also have something called text. Right. Here I have something called text too. Right. Now using text also I can capture the ID. Right. Using text also I can capture the ID. Right. Then what's the purpose of email? Text and anything you can write. For example, sorry. If you see Faisal@gmail.com is also a text, right? It's a text, right? Now Faisal@gmail.com is your email also, right? Is your email. They both look same, right? They both look same. Then what's the difference? What is the difference? I'll tell you. If you don't give this .com, okay, if you simply give Faisal@gmail, text will accept. Okay, text will capture your email ID. Okay, but in email, if you don't give this .com, okay, email won't accept. Okay, it will show you the error. It will show you the error. Okay, like simply now we'll see that now. Let's say, let me create one email first, and then we'll create something with text. Okay, email next. Okay, let's say here customer email. Okay, and simply click on next. Okay, simply click on next. Next, and 7 new. Let me also create customer email with the help of text. My friend fever. Right. Let's say email. Let's say customer email 2. Let's say customer email 2. Okay. Here I need to specify one length. Okay. I need to specify one length, that is, let's say, of 70 characters is more than enough, right? 70 characters is more than enough, right? Now, if you see this, I'm not writing customer email again, right? Let me remove this. Okay. I have already taken a field called customer email, right? I cannot write customer email again, because let me tell you why. Here, if I click on next, see what is the error? There is already a field named customer email on transactions, right? On transaction, right? Ante oka object, one object called transaction cannot have same field name. Okay. Now, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పండి డేటా టైప్ సేమ్ ఇద్దరికి రెండిటికి. ఈ కస్టమర్ ఈమెయిల్ నేను ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నా, రైట్? ఇంతకు ముందు నేను ఈమెయిల్లో రాసాను, రైట్? Earlier I have wrote this customer email in the email using email data types. Now I'm writing it here, right? Are these two data types same? Yes? No? Yes? This time I have taken text, right? Right? Earlier I have taken email, right? Now one data type was email. Now this is your text data type, right? Now both are different data type. So whatever the data type is, if you are having same field name, it will show the error. Okay. You cannot have same field name in one particular object. Okay. Now let's say here 2, if I specify 2, that's why I wrote 2 here, underscore 2. Okay, next. Right, next and check. Let me refresh the page and show you people. Let's say we are buying chocolates. Okay. Now on this date and time, okay, customer email is Faisal@gmail. Okay, here Faisal@gmail. Let me save the record. Amount could enter చేయాలి కదా. చాక్లెట్స్ కాస్ట్లీ అయిపోయినాయి కదా చాక్లెట్స్. మంచి తీసుకుంటామంటే 100 కంటే తక్కువ రావట్లా, రైట్? సో హియర్ now let me save the record. See, I'm getting email this error on one data type called emails. Okay, this is the field that I have created using email data type, and this is the field that I have created using text data type, right? This is the field that I have created using email data type. This is what we have created using text data type, right? Here I'm not getting the error. Okay, దీని పైన వస్తుంది అంటారు. Okay, if you see this is your red box, right? You're getting the error on customer email, right? So here .com, if I specify and save, only then it will accept. Now you understand. I believe you people understand the difference between text and email data type, right? See here, text is still accepting the format, right? Email is not, right? Right. Let me come to the fields. Click on new. ఇంకేం కావాలండి మనకు? Let's say one transaction happened. Okay, one transaction happened. I believe you people have traveled with Rapido, Ola, Uber, right? Soon after you made some transaction, they will ask you to give rating, right? They will ask you to give ratings. Okay. Now let's give the ratings. To give rating, what field can be the perfect one? Which field could be suggested? Pick list. Let's say the rating is 1 to 5. I have to specify 5 ratings, up to 5 ratings, right? Right. Let's say pick list. Okay. Let's say a pick list. Are we clear with date, time, currency, email, number, right? Now we'll see the pick list. Okay. Now this phone is similar to your email, right? Phone will store in the phone format. Okay. It will store in the phone format. Like for example, if you see there are 3 numbers, 4, and then the 4 numbers, right? Or something like that. If you see this pick list, enter. Let's say rating. Okay, let's say rating. Now here, here, there are two parts in pick list. One, values, and you people are aware of values, right? This is your field, amount is your field, and 100 is the value, right? This transaction name is your field and chocolate is the value, right? If you see this here, you need to enter the values first in the pick list. Pick list and enti, if you see this account, sorry, if you see the account, click on new. This is your pick list. Okay. This is your pick list. Pick a value from the list. Okay. Pick list means pick a value from a list. Okay. This is your list and I need to pick one value. Okay. These are the values and I need to pick, let's say when I click on warm, I'm selecting one value. I'm picking one value, right? Same way here, if you see, I need to choose this option to enter the values. I need to choose this option to enter the values. We'll also see what does it mean by global pick list in the next session. Okay. As of now, let's understand. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. 5 is enough, right? Next. Same like other fields. Same like other fields. Next, 7 name. Okay. Okay. Now, if you go to transaction, refresh the page, we'll also get something called rating here, right? Let me show you by clicking on new. Okay. Click on new. Here, I have something called rating. I need to select one value. Okay. Let's say there is another rating. Okay. And this time we have good, bad, excellent. Okay. We have good, bad, and excellent. Let me have pick list. Okay. Now, rating, let's say rating term. Let's say rating term is your, I cannot use rating again. You know why? We have already seen that, right? Right. Here, let's say good, excellent. Okay. Good, bad. Okay. Now here, next. Emojis are no. Right. 7 new. If you see this now, no. Let me refresh. Rating term we have, right? This is your rating term. Here, let's say I'm making some transaction with the name Manchoni Gavati, student Nigavati, books, and I'm purchasing it for about in Manchon and Navar ending. Okay, fine. See here with the amount 500, okay, 5 quantity, and I'm specifying rating excellent. Okay, rating as 1. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Excellent and Japi 1 rating is ivacha. No, right? If I save the record, it will what it will do? It will save the record. Right? I'm saying excellent. On the other hand, I'm giving only 1 rating. Right? This is just not fair. Right? This is just not fair. So let's do something. You know, if someone select excellent, they should only see 5 value. Only 5th number. Okay. If someone select good, they should see 3 and 4. Bad, they should see 1 and 2. Okay. Let's do something like that. For that, I need to go to this object. Let me show you again. From here, okay. From here, click on view fields. Okay. Here, view fields. Here we have something called field dependencies. Okay. These are the fields that we have created, right? These are the fields that we have created. And here we have something called field dependence. I'll click on it. Click on new. Okay. Now it is asking me two fields. It is asking me the two fields. One is controlling, another one is dependent. Right? Now you tell me, you people, online people, please. You tell me which one can be controlling, which one can be dependent. మనం అనుకున్నది ఏంటి? ఎక్సలెంట్ అని ఇస్తే 5 రావాలి, గుడ్ అని ఇస్తే 3 and 4 రావాలి, బ్యాడ్ అని ఇస్తే 1 and 2 రావాలి, రైట్? Which one among these can be dependent? Which one among these can be controlled?
Rating term controlling, rating will be dependent.
Perfect. Rating term is controlling, rating can be dependent, right? If you see here, controlling field, I will give rating term, dependent rating field. Okay. Click on continue. Continue. Here, this is sarbodu kada. Rating excellent and select cheste a values ravalo kuda manam cheppali, right? Putting controlling and dependent is just not enough. You have to specify what should be the value to display when they select excellent. If they're selecting excellent, which value should they able to see in rating? If they select excellent in rating term, which value they should be able to see in rating? For example, here in excellent, they can see 5, right? So select, click on 5, click on include value. Okay, click on 5 and click on include value. For good, 3, press control in your keypad and click on 4. Sorry, my bad. Control is not working. Okay, now 3 and 4. Okay, here I have selected 2 values, right? For good, 3 and 4 anukunnam kada. For good, and now click on include value. Okay, for bad, 1, control 2. Let's say I've selected 3 also. I've included 3. But according to our requirement, 3 should not get included. Right? For bad, it has to be 1 and 2. Right? Let's say by mistake you have included 3. Okay? Just simply click on it and click on exclude value. Okay? It will be removed. Clear? Now all you need to do is save the field dependency. Save the field dependency. Right? Now, if you go back, refresh the page. I mean, let's go to transaction. Okay, click on new. Okay, now you see. Here, is this option available? No, right? Because this rating is dependent on rating term, right? This rating is dependent on the rating term. Unless you specify something here, it won't specify. You cannot specify something in the rating. For example, now you see, let's select good. Okay, now it is popping up, right? Here, if you say there are 2 values, that is 3 and 4, right? Which we selected 3 and 4 for the good, right? 3, right? If I select excellent, I should have only 5, right? In the mundu lekka 1 raadu, specify cheyadaniki kuda raadu, right? If you see here, let's say if I enter blah 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 amount and save, done. It's working, right? So that's the use of field dependencies. That's the use of field dependencies. Now let's see few other things. Let me go to fields again. Okay, click on new fields. See, you people observe something here. Every field is having a __c. Right? Every field is having __c. Here, not only the objects, but fields will also have underscore underscore C. Okay. A custom field will have underscore underscore C, right? Let's have a new field. Here we have something called pick list multi-select. Pick list multi-select. What it can be, you people tell me what it can be. We just saw the pick list, right? We are picking one value from the list, right? Here I have pick list multi-select. What it can be? Perfect. Right. You can select multiple values in a pick list. You can select multiple values from a pick list. Okay. See this pick list multi-select. Next. Let's say service. Services. Okay. Let's say services. Here. Let's say good communication. Okay. I mean, stored whoever the salesperson is. This is also kind of rating. Okay. Whoever the salesperson is, he's having good communication skills. Okay. Let's say good knowledge. Okay. Good knowledge. Let's say active. Okay. Now, not active. Sorry. Let's say inactive. Inactive. Right. Let's say bad behavior. Bad behavior. Let's say oh, this is enough. Okay, this is enough. Now next say when new. Now if you go to here transaction, refresh the page, see here I got something called services. Maybe this is again a pick list, right? This is again a pick list. Now I purchased this much amount of product, okay, on this date and time, okay. I'm giving them a bad scale. Let's say I'm giving them a bad rating. Let's say 1 only, okay. And here I'm specifying the reason. Why am I giving bad? Okay. For example, he is inactive, okay, as well as he is full of bad behavior. Okay, it's a bad behavior, and I'm saving this. So I can choose multiple values using multi-select pick list. Okay, I can choose multiple values using pick list multi-select. Okay, hope you people are getting it, right? Here, if you see, I have something called time. Okay, just like we have date. Okay, you can have separate field called time. Okay, if you want both, you can use date and time. Okay, that's the only difference. Now we have this checkbox. Okay, let's create one checkbox. Okay, you people are aware of checkboxes, right? If you see here, see here, see here, see here, see here, see. Okay. That's an opportunity, I believe. Opportunity new. Right. This is your checkbox. Okay. If you check it, it means one private opportunity. Okay. If you check it, it is your private opportunity. If you uncheck it, okay, it's your public opportunity. Okay. The same meaning. If you go to here, checkbox, okay. Let's click on next. Now here I want to check this transaction is made or not. Okay, he paid the money or not. Amount aithe inta aitundi. But if this person have paid the money or not. Okay, here paid. Let's say paid is the field name. Okay, field name. Here we have seen, or in opportunity we have seen private was the field name. Field name was private. Here the field name is paid. By default, it is unchecked. Okay. By default, it is unchecked. Okay. Now here, click on next. Next. 7. Now let's show me your this transaction. Click on new. Here I have paid. Right. By default, it is unchecked. So when I click on new, it is unchecked. నేను అదే అక్కడ చెక్డ్ అని పెట్టుంటే when I click on new, it would have shown me like this when I click on new, right? Check అయ్యి ఉండేది, right? Clear? So far so good, right? Now here the field name is private, and here what is default here? Unchecked. Perfect. Now if you see this, we have something called geolocation, latitude and longitude. That's okay. We have something called text. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ టెక్స్ట్ ఒకటి పెడితే చాలదా వీడికి? టెక్స్ట్ ఏరియా పెట్టాడు, టెక్స్ట్ ఏరియా లాంగ్ పెట్టాడు, రైట్? We have text area rich, we have text encrypted. Okay, now we'll discuss what does it mean by text area. What's the difference? Here if you see, for text, okay, for text, allow user to enter any combination of letter and number. Okay, here there is some specific short value. We specified the length, right? We specified the length up to 70 while creating the email, right? Here text area, it will take up to 255 characters. Okay, not more than that. It will take up to 255 characters. This text area long, it will take 1,31,072 characters. Okay, 1,31,072 characters. Okay, if you see text area rich, till now what it is doing, it is taking the characters only. Characters and numbers gani, alphabet gani, symbols gani, right? Characters means numbers, either numbers, alphabets, or any symbols, right? But here text area rich, here you can take up to same number of characters, but also you can add the images. Okay, but yes, links, like the URL links or whatever, you can do with the help of rich text area rich. Okay, now if you see this encrypted, what does it mean by encryption? What does it mean by encryption? Sorry? I didn't get it. Permission. What does it mean by encryption? Encryption and security. Nice. It's a part of security. It's a part of security. But again, exactly how secure? Online, anyone? Hidden. Something which is hidden. Okay. If you see, if you go to your login page, okay. If I click on it, see, this password is text, right? It is also a text, right? Your password is your text, which can contain number, characters, and special characters. Special characters means you know at the rate, symbols, hash, percentage, and all that. So here it is a text, but it is hidden, right? It is hidden with dots. This is what we call encrypted. This is what we call encrypted. Okay. If you want something here, in this transaction, is it right? Let's get a field called uh, pin. Okay. PIN, pin. PIN. Okay. Pin. Now you specify the length. Password length ఎంత ఉంటుందండి మహా అయితే పిన్ లెంత్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది 4 digits, right? Pin, ATM pin, how much it will be? What could be the length? 4, right? Let's not make it default required. Sorry, let's not make it required. If you see here, we have mask type. Let's say you are covering your face with the mask or something. Okay, you can cover your face with monkey cap. You can cover your face with the mask and all, right? Here, ladies, kerchief, right? Here, mask type is like what you want to cover, how you want to cover. Okay, mask all characters. Now let's see, mask all characters. Here, mask character is of 2 types. One is star, another one is X. Okay, let's say star. Here, all the characters will be in stars. All the characters will be in stars. Okay, let's say I don't want to mask all the characters. Last 4 characters clear. Until last 4 characters you can able to see. Okay, right. See, mask type is star. If I made it X, just a minute. Right. Here, if you see, there is something called credit card number. Okay. Credit card number is again a private, right? This is how your credit card numbers look like, right? If you want to hide it, you can hide with star or with X, but mostly credit card numbers will be hidden with the symbol X, right? Like this. Or again, there are some other mask type as well, like social security number, etc., etc. Okay, like this. So let's say here I want to hide all the characters with star. Okay, how many characters will be hidden here? Perfect. Oh, next and saving. Next and 7 new. Let's say 7 new. Here, let me refresh the page. Here we got the pin. Right now, let's say Hajur of amount 770,000. Okay, and this as the date and time. Okay, let's say I'm giving the rating also excellent and 5 ratings. Okay, good communication. Let's say I'm saying he's having salesperson is having good communication and good knowledge. Okay, and he's also active. He or she is active, and they have paid the amount. Okay, paid the amount, and pin number. Let's say pin number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Is that taking? No, because the length we specified is of 4 digits. Okay, the length we specified is of 4 digits. Save the record. Then here, once you save it, it's saved with all character hidden, right? All the characters hidden. And here it is checked, right? Now this is your record. This is your record, right? Right. I believe you people understand this. This is your custom. This is your custom institutor. ఫీల్డ్ ఏంటిది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ట్యాబ్ ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నారు గోపి అట్లీస్ట్ యూ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ కస్టమ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ అని చెప్పేసి ఏం క్రియేట్ చేసాం మనం యాప్ రైట్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ కస్టమ్ యాప్ this is your custom object in the form of tab, right? Tab represent the object. This is your fields. These are the fields, okay? Amount, quantity, transaction date and time. These all the fields, and these all the values, right? Hope it is clear, right? How it is storing the data. It's storing the different data on different data types using different data types, right? Here, if you see, click on view fields. New field. Anything left? Anything left? Phone number, same like your email, how you create the email. Okay. We have something called URL also. URL, what does URL store?
Website.
Right, nice. It stores the websites. It stores the websites. Okay. URL stores the website. Time, again, it will capture the timings, today's timings, right? Now we have something. Anything missing? Anything missing? Percentage. Percentage can be used to give discount. Percentage can be used to give you the discount. Okay. For example, let's take the percentage data type. Okay. Now the field name should be, what can be the field names?
Discount.
Discount, right? Discount, right? Next. Next. So when you here this Khajur is can have up to, let's say, 10% of discount. When I click on save, see what happens. See, it is appending percentage symbol, right? It is appending the percentage symbol, right? Now that's how a percentage fields look like. Okay, it will append one percentage symbol, right? Now, ఈ part ఇక్కడ దాకా అయిపోయింది కదా. Till here, am I missing something? Am I missing something? Geolocation is latitude, longitude. That's fine, but see here, geolocation next. Here you have to give degrees, latitude, longitude. Ever specify this, right? If someone wants to specify, they can have it. For example, let's say your current location. Okay, current location. Okay, and there you in the decimal points, let's say five digits. It's more than enough. Next, and save. Right now, you people have to say what are the things that we observed, what you have observed. Let's hear one by one from one each and every one. Here, where is it? Yeah. Using geolocation, it will create one latitude and one longitude. You have to pass that degrees or the numbers that we have, right? That's not we use on a regular or any base, right? Here we can also have the URL, right? You have seen the differences, but we haven't created this, right? But I request everyone to create this. Okay. Let's say text, for example, here for text, we have taken email as an example and we have done, right? text area, you take any field name you wish. Okay. For example, for long text area, this description will be long, right? Description will have lengthy paragraph, right? If you say text area, which will be smaller than the description, right? Here you can have summary or something in something kind of field. Okay. Rich text area, you can create something we called specifications. Specifications. Okay. Encrypted, it's we have seen that, right? How to do encryption, right? Now today yesterday I thought of putting the project, but was not happen. Let me share the projects here. Let me share the project in the group. Okay. Data dictionary batch 11. Batch 11. So who all are in the group? Who all are in the group will receive a project. I believe you got the project now. So it's data dictionary, right? There, if you open it, you can see the application name that you have to create. Okay. I believe you have the I cannot now at this time, since there are many new joinees who are not in the group. Okay, I cannot open it here in the screen, but you people have received in the group, right? Just open it. Open it. On the left, you can see what is the application you need to create. Okay, what are the fields that you need to, what are the objects that you need to create, right? Custom objects. What are the fields you need to create, right? Till data dictionary 18, you need to finish. Okay. Till the data dictionary 18, user stories. Here, US means user stories. US means user story. And you have the numbers here, right? Till user story 18, you have to complete. Understand, Gopi? So you need to create application. Initially, I asked you to create 5 orgs, right? Right? 5 orgs, right? Now, till now, I believe you have worked on 1 org till yesterday, right? Like this one. Okay. Take another org. In this second org, create this project. Okay. Do entire project in the new org. Okay. Build app, build objects, build fields. Create apps, objects, fields. Okay. Objects of party, you also need to create the tabs. Okay. Objects of party, you have to create the tabs. Hope you people understand. Any questions? Any questions? A new joinees, new people. You have any questions? Thank you all. Thank you. Bye.